Welcome to Nia's Academy. Please like, share, and subscribe. In this lecture, I have conceptualized this to make it useful for important competitive exams like CSC, IBPS, RRB, etc. I have prepared this lecture observing important areas of economy which will be helpful for the aspirants to face the examination confidently. I have discussed about the key terms, monetary policies of RBI, fiscal policies of the government, strategies adopted by the government and the RBI through its tools like reserve ratio, MSF, LAF, open market operations, etc. to tackle inflation and deflation to keep them in equilibrium. I have observed 7 important aspects in the upcoming lectures, one by one, which will give you a brief idea about the subject economy. Those are the basics of micro and macro economy, the banking and finance, fiscal policy, international economy, major sectors of economy, infrastructures, and HRA, human resource development. In the upcoming lectures, I have conceptualized each and every part of the 7 aspects one by one. In the first lecture, I will explain the basics of micro and macro economy and the types of economy and about the Indian economy. For this, I have referred the book NCERT plus 1 and plus 2 books. And for an reference, elaborate reference, I have referred Emerging India, India Emerging by Sandeep Sen. So, in this first aspect, I will explain the liberalization, privatization, and globalization aspects, the reforms which are adopted after the 1991, and the difference between the socialistic pattern of economy and the liberalized pattern of economy. And have explained the key terms like GDP, NNP, national income, and important terms in banking and finance. And in the second aspect, I will explain about the monetary policies adopted by the RBI, the banking sectors, and capital market regarding key terms. In this aspect, I have explained about the repo ratio, reverse repo ratio, SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, CRR, central reserve ratio. Evolution of banking sector, nationalization of banks, important committees like Narashima committee, evolution of Bandhan Bank, IDFC, Jan Dhan Yojana, Kishan Vikas Patra, etc. are being explained. In the aspect of capital market, I have gone through SEBI, share and securities, housing finance companies, and the debt-based mutual funds, etc. In the third aspect, I have explained about the budget, taxation, subsidies, visual deficits, etc. I have briefly explained about the components of budgeting, direct and indirect taxations regarding budget deficit regarding, and I have observed the current account deficit, revenue deficit, and its impact on Indian economy, the measures to curb official deficits, etc. In the international part of economy, we are not going to brief or examine a lot, but we will examine the important key terms like balance of payment, current account deficit, WTO and other UN organizations, policies related to international obligations, India and world economy related aspects. In the fifth aspect, we will discuss about the major sectors like the primary, secondary, and tertiary. In the sixth aspect, I will explain about the infrastructure like energy, transport, rural and urban infrastructure regarding. And in the final HRD, human resource development, I will explain about the policies adopted by the government and the fiscal policy regarding the skill development, poverty alleviation programs, and the programs adopted by the government for weaker section developments. My focus area material books are the newspapers, NCRT books, India Emerging by Sandeep Sen, Brunel.org videos, budget by the government, and the Economic Survey of India presented by CEC 2019-20, and some important committee reports summary. So, in the upcoming slide, we will see one by one. Bye bye.